upset alert against the Patriots.
Absolutely. And it's not upset alert for skill purposes. It's upset purposes because familiarity purposes. I mean, they're playing a team that's very familiar with what they do in their division. And when you look at the matchups over the years, the Patriots and the Bills obviously know each other, understands what they're trying to do and wanting to do. And that's what team gives them a big cause for concern.
Yeah. Patriots looked pretty good last week in their blowout win over the Carolina Panthers. We'll see if they're able to keep it rolling on the road. All right, Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels got the all clear to return to practice on Wednesday. He was a full participant and plans to start against the Chargers this weekend. Daniels missed the past 2 games with a sprained left knee from Week 2's loss to the Packers. Meanwhile, on the other side, opposing quarterback Justin Herbert has the Chargers off to a 3-1 start. With all their wins coming against AFC West opponents, the quarterback's thrown for over 260 yards per game, while Daniels led the Commanders to the NFC title game last season, is looking to get healthy and pick back up where he left off before he got hurt. So these 2 quarterbacks, both around the same age, little bit different experience here. Cam, if I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom, you can build your franchise with either one of these quarterbacks to be your franchise guy. Who you?
No, Courtney. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I need you to ask the question.
Okay.
I need you to say, who do you want leading your team?
Who do you want leading your team?
Tell me, Cam.
I would take Justin Archibald Herbert. Final answer.
Is that his middle name?
And it is today. But what I'm gonna go with is I know that RC is so tied at the hip with not only Jayden Daniels, his whole family, and I get it, I understand, but let's just bring back that CVS receipt, Courtney, real quick, because I know where RC's going to go. He's going to go with Jayden Daniels. But on this show, a couple weeks ago, September 25th, 2025, your boy RC wearing that olive green suit said that Justin Herbert was extremely talented, and he is probably playing the best football that he's probably seen him play. Yep. So we're talking about right now, right now today.
Okay.
I'm going with Justin Herbert. Take it away last week, because I know you want to just throw about everything and say, oh man, last week they did it. Look, if RC said it on September 25th, then it's the gospel. And I'm going to agree with RC on September 25th. Now, go ahead, RC. Where you going, brother?
I love this. No, it's not. This is not about La Familia, right? This ain't about the connection I have to Jayden Daniels. If you're asking me if I want a young quarterback to lead my team, I'm picking Jayden Daniels. Matter of fact, there's only 6 people I want leading my team, not named Jayden Daniels. It's the top 4 in the AFC. It's Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford, and next is him. And I'm glad you threw out dates. I'm going to throw out another date for you. November 23rd, 2019 is when I formed this opinion. I'm walking into the stadium in Tempe, Arizona, and Justin Herbert walks by me. I only felt that way when one other quarterback walked by me in my entire life, and that's when you did. And I said to myself, oh, that's what it's supposed to look like. And then he proceeded to play, and it was late in that game, and Jayden Daniels had the football. Brandon Ayuk is out there playing the X receiver, 81 yards from the touchdown. You know which quarterback showed up? Jayden Daniels. You know which quarterback ended up losing? Justin Herbert. Yep, Justin Herbert that could run, Justin Herbert that could throw, Justin Herbert that could do anything. Matter of fact, and I'll be honest with you, Cam, if I had to pick a quarterback to start a franchise with, and it was simply based on their measurables and physical talent, I'd pick Justin Herbert. Unfortunately, that's not the only thing you need to be a great quarterback and lead. Now, let's talk about Jayden Daniels and the now. Remember, Justin Herbert's been to the playoffs twice, right? Justin Herbert went to the playoffs with the 10-7 Los Angeles Chargers team. They went to Jacksonville. They played playing against a 9-8 team. They have a huge lead, 27-0, something like that, very close. They blew that lead. Now let's go back to last year, 11-16. Justin Herbert, the entire year, only throws 3 interceptions. You're playing against a struggling Houston Texans team that barely won the AFC South at 10-7. And what you do, you throw more interceptions in that game than you threw the whole season. Now, let's talk about Jayden Daniels' playoff games. We're going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay got a better team. The roster's not very good in Washington. It's 4th down. I wonder what they're going to do. Oh, my goodness. Let's put the ball in Jayden Daniels' hands. Oh, we win the game. You know why? Because Jayden Daniels is a leader. He's a dog. That's what he brings out of you. Oh, let's go to Detroit. If I'm not mistaken, Detroit was the #1 overall seed.
They were.
Detroit was a very good team. You know who went in there and took them down? Jayden Daniels. And even when they lost in the NFC Championship, the one player that you can't say didn't show up for the Washington Commanders is who, Courtney?
I'm not saying Frankie Louvu.
Jayden Daniels. And that has nothing to do with what I said on September 25th and what I said today.
Can you imagine if I would have made you guys factor in everything else here, like the offensive line situation for the Chargers and obviously the health issues that Washington has and the defense on the back end, like how your answers might change. Cam, I need to get you in here. You're cracking your neck. You're shaking your head.
Come on, Cam.
I need this heat.
Because, look, I just have to kind of tap into with the culture a little bit because my dog RC on one. I like this RC. And since you are, you're having a way with comparison and parables and trying to take people on rides and journeys and roller coasters up and down, well, RC, get in the car and let's go back to a blast from the past with a good movie that I like to always watch time and time again. And it started Whoopi Goldberg. And the name of that movie was called Sister Act. And they sang a song, and that song had a verse that said, what have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. So, what have you done for me lately, Jayden? That's how it goes in this league. And you're talking about who's performing now. He's coming off of injury. Okay, cool. We seen him perform in Monday night, and we start scratching our heads and be like, okay, I don't want to say it, but is this a sophomore slump? I do believe in Jayden Daniels' capabilities, but when you're talking about what I seen from Justin Herbert in week 1, week 2, week 3, let's skip past week 4. But
no, Cameron Alexander Newton, you will not. You will not say you will not say, what have you done with me lately, but let's skip the thing that you did for me lately. No, you can't do that. You can't say, hey, Jayden Daniels, where you been the last 2 weeks, or what were you doing when we saw you last in prime time, and say, but hey, you know what, Justin? Let's not talk about the fact that you lost to a winless New York Giants team with the quarterback starting for the first time, with a running back that actually on your team averaged 10.7 yards a carry. Let's not do that. But you know what? I like Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert is a very good player. If I had to draft Justin Herbert, I would be happy as hell.